What's up guys, PJ Cole here, aka Batman Jones, aka Chubbs Peterson. Thank you so much for taking a couple minutes out of your day and spending them with me. We got a really weird one for you today. It's episode 3 of Cringe AF, baby. Let's roll it. Before I get into it, please subscribe to my channel. I've just gotten started on YouTube and I'd absolutely love your support. So please subscribe to this channel. I'd f***ing love you forever. My goal is to get monetized in 2020. PJ Cole monetized 2020. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers in 2020. So please tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your mother to subscribe to PJ Cole. So I had heard of this game show before and it actually sounded really funny to me. People getting strapped to a lie detector test and getting asked questions, that's hilarious. But then I watched it. It is twisted. It is so f***ing awkward and uncomfortable. Ugh. The show is called The Moment of Truth. And I will admit, it is entertaining. An entertaining nightmare. And this video is going to focus specifically on the 5th episode of the show. You may have seen it before. It's kind of famous now. And let me tell you, this is 100% grade A top tier cringe, baby. And it's funny, when I first started watching it, I'm like, this has got to be fake, you know? I'm kind of a cynical asshole. I'm like, this is fake. They must set this up. This is staged. No way somebody would sign up and put themselves through this. But after watching it, I don't know. I don't think so. You could only make up but so much of this. I don't know why anyone would come on TV, reveal their deepest, darkest secrets for some money. I really don't. But this is America, baby, so you never know. So The Moment of Truth was a game show where people answer very personal, uncomfortable questions in order to win a cash prize. It's hosted by a guy named Mark Wahlberg. No, not that Mark Wahlberg, which is just really unfortunate. Imagine always being the second best Mark Wahlberg. I feel for you, homie. Anyway, before the show, they hook up people to a lie detector test and have them answer 50 questions. And then they bring them back on the show, ask them 21 of those questions again, and compare their answers. Of course, for the audience and the cameras. And there are kind of different tiers of money you can win based on how many questions you answered truthfully.
As you know, there are 6 levels of questioning. The further you go, the harder the question you get, and the more money you can win.
And if you answer all 21 questions truthfully, you win the full $500,000 and probably can't ever look your family in the eye again. But if you answer even one question untruthfully, you lose everything. Zero money.
You can quit at any time, Lauren. Take the money. But once you hear a question, you have to answer that question. Remember, if you're caught lying even one time, you lose everything and the game is over.
And every few questions you answer truthfully, the amount goes up and up and up. It's like 10 grand, then 25 grand, then 100 grand, 200, so on and so forth. And not only does the money go up and up and up, but the questions get more and more personal and uncomfortable. And another very fun thing about the show is the person who's answering the questions, their family and spouse and everybody they love is sitting right there watching them.
Frank, Lauren's husband. Hello, Frank.
I'm Jay, Lauren's father.
I'm Kim, Lauren's mother. Hi, I'm Monica, Lauren's sister.
I'm Tim, Lauren's brother. Welcome to all of you.
Another side note, if the family doesn't like what they're hearing or doesn't want to hear one of the answers to the questions, there's a big button in front of them that they can press and the question will get thrown out and they'll ask a new question.
That button in front of you there. If at any time you hear a question you don't want to hear the answer, hit the button, we'll take that question out, replace it with a new question. You can only use it once though, okay?
But you only get one of those. You can only use the button one time, so you don't want to go too early. But almost every family goes too early. So don't just take my word for it. Let's watch it together. I warn you, brace yourself. This is very uncomfortable. So the damn episode opens with the host Mark Wahlberg saying how if it were up to him, this episode would have never aired. That it's the most uncomfortable he's ever been on TV, and he didn't want to air it, but the studio and the network and the producers all wanted to air it.
This episode was so controversial, it sparked a long debate as to whether or not to air it at all. Quite honestly, if I had my vote, it would not air. It is the most uncomfortable I've ever been on television, asking these questions and listening to the answers that were given. But in the end, it was decided that this episode should air. I will tell you, however, that the truth is often not pretty. So here it is. This is the moment of truth.
Now, I'm sure some of it was to pump up the episode, get it more hype and more viewers, but not all of it. I think he's serious. I can't help it. The way he says it, and he repeats himself throughout the episode. He says it 2 or 3 times.
I said before, this is the most uncomfortable I've ever been on television. Quite honestly, if I had had my vote, it would not have aired. And since the decision was made to broadcast it, I want to warn you, what you're about to see, very difficult to watch.
I legit think this is the most uncomfortable he's ever been, and he didn't want to air it. And apparently he was dead serious. He said in a later interview that he was genuinely saying he didn't want them to air it. I'm kind of right in the middle. I hate that they aired this, but I also love it because it's a fucking content factory. So bring on the cringe, baby. In this infamous episode, the contestant is Lauren Clary.
Tonight, the controversial episode you weren't supposed to see. Housewife Lauren Clary will say anything in her attempt to win.
Lauren Clary is a 26-year-old hair salon assistant from Piermont, New York. She is the oldest of 3 children. She is married to a New York City police officer. She was asked over 50 questions by a polygraph examiner. 21 have been chosen for tonight.
Lauren Clary, this is your moment of truth.
And it turns out Lauren Clary is kind of a terrible person. So I already asked, why would you go on the show, air your deepest, darkest secrets for some money? But really, why would you do it if you have just a ton of skeletons in your closet? You wouldn't, right? Lauren Clary would. But, I mean, unless you're the fucking Dalai Lama, this is gonna get bad for you. It's gonna get bad, and it's all gonna come out. Every bad thing you've ever done. And I'll admit it, it is a tempting amount of money. 500 grand's a lot of money. It's like, would you let the whole world know how awful and gross you are for $500,000? I might. I'm sure that before this all happened, before they aired the episode, her husband was like, oh baby, I don't care what you've done. Just go get that money. But you've never done anything real bad, have you? And of course she's like, no, it's fine. It's just normal bad stuff, you know. But you came on national TV to get some stuff off your chest. I looked it up. There were, I think, between 8 and 9 million people watching this episode. One thing I would like to point out is that she knows. She knows what's about to happen. She came down here and answered the 50 questions before. So she knows what's about to happen. And she let that poor fucking husband of hers come down here. Why would she do this? Why would anyone do this? So let's check it out together. They start off by asking her some normal, just easy questions. Just lobbing some in there for her.
Question 1. As an employee of a hair salon, have you ever told a customer you liked their hairstyle when in fact you didn't?
No, I have never.
True.
Wow. Question 2. Have you ever flashed a stranger just for laughs?
Yes, I have.
True.
Oh, have you ever flashed a stranger? Good one. See, that's what I pictured the show being about. Have you ever flashed a stranger? Have you ever told anybody you liked their hairstyle when you didn't? That's what I was expecting. That's not what I got.
Would you give food to a stray dog before you would give it to a homeless person? Yes?
Yes.
True.
Look at you with the cute puppy faces, and
seem-
then you have somebody who's got a really nasty, dirty face. It's like,
What? Oh, no. Don't say that. I love how everyone's clapping, too.
Have you ever derived pleasure when one of your siblings has gotten into trouble?
Yes, I have.
True.
Every brother or sister ever has derived pleasure from getting... Come on.
Have you ever been fired from a job for stealing money?
Yes, I have gotten fired from job.
True.
Whoa. Yikes. Woo, spicy. So that's only the first few questions. It's nothing. Just a little petty larceny and f*** the homeless. But it is about to take a hard left turn, people. Brace yourselves.
Since you've been married, have you ever pretended to be asleep in order to avoid having sex with your husband, Frank?
Pretended to be asleep, pretended to have a headache, so yes.
True.
Every woman's done that to their husband. That's not special. It's like, ha ha ha, we got her. Every woman does that.
Do you know things about your father that you keep secret from your mother?
Yes, I do.
True.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, now we're talking. Spicing up. What is he doing? What is that? Dude, you are so She's gonna kill you later.
I'm interested to know why you ran out of your seat and hugged her. Is it that she won the money or that she's keeping the secret?
Thank you, Mark Wahlberg, for asking that. I am dying to know why he ran out of his seat.
I'm already in trouble. I don't know. Both. I don't know.
A little bit of both.
You bet your ass you're in trouble. Come on.
Well, I get the feeling that this is something you guys are going to discuss without us.
It is. It is, Mark. Oh, look at that face. Oh, she is pissed.
Anything you want to say, Mom?
We'll talk later.
Yeah, y'all are having words after this, my man. You are So even through those kind of questions, sure, like she's revealed some bad stuff, she has stolen from her job, she doesn't like homeless people, and she's keeping stuff from her mom about her dad. So, I mean, people are pissed off at her, she doesn't look great, but that's not that bad. She's won 25 grand. Keep watching.
And I'm looking at this next tier, not later on, right now. It's going to get deep. You want to continue?
It's gonna get deep, alright. Y'all, I hope you're sitting down.
Well, to be honest, I am really not concerned about the money. I feel a lot better getting everything I need to get off my chest. So.
Okay, see, there, she said it. She doesn't care about the money, she just wants to get some stuff off her chest. I call bullshit. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. You can get everything you want off your chest at the house. That cannot be true. Why would this be the setting that you want to get some stuff off your chest? No. Y'all watch and see what she's about to reveal, and you tell me if you think that she really doesn't care about the money and just wants to get all this stuff off her chest.
Do you secretly stay in touch with any boyfriends that your husband does not know about?
Here we go.
What do you think, Frank?
I think I want to hear her answer.
Ooh, I do too.
No.
That answer is true.
Oh my god, these pauses are getting so long. That answer is true.
I got confidence in her, though.
You have
I trust her. Yeah.
Oh no, Frank. He just said I trust her. Oh, buddy, you're gonna eat those words, trust me. If you trust her now, don't forget, we're only through 12 questions, homie. You won't later.
Have you ever taken off your wedding ring to appear as if you were single?
Yes, I have.
True.
Okay, that's bad. That looks real bad, and who knows what she did with that. But a lot of women have done that. A lot of married women have done that. That's not so ridiculous. Hopefully she didn't go home with him. She might have gone home with him.
Frank, how do you feel about that?
Maybe I'm sure she has her reasons. I'll find out later.
I'll find out later. Ugh, this is hard to watch.
I don't know if I have the stomach for the rest of these questions. Do you believe you might have been in love with a former boyfriend on your wedding day?
Oh no. She's gonna say yes, I know it. Holy shit, this is uncomfortable. My heart is like racing. I don't think I have the stomach for this. I'm with Mark. God.
Yes, I believe I was.
That answer is true.
I'm sure I'm not the only one watching this program wondering if that $100,000 is worth it given what we're doing.
No, Mark, you are not the only one. You are not the only one. Literally all 9 million people who are watching, me, my fans, everyone's wondering. I'm with him. I mean, this is so uncomfortable. I'd pass out from discomfort if I was him.
Lauren, one more question gets you $100,000. Unless you tell me to stop. I can't talk you into stopping, can
I can't talk you in. Please stop. He's like begging her to stop. I wish you would stop too, homie. I'm with you. See, look at that face. That's why I don't think this is like totally staged, because that face is just pure uncomfortability. I mean, he can't do this. He is struggling. So that was 14. There are 6 or 7 more questions. How? How much more uncomfortable can this get? Judging from Mark Wahlberg's reaction, much more uncomfortable. Let's see.
I don't think you really are ready for number 15, but if you want it, I'm going to give it to you. Okay?
You're making this worse than it is.
I don't think I can make this worse than it is. This is your $100,000 moment of truth. And this question will not be asked by me. It's by a surprise guest.
Oh my.
Lauren, can you tell everybody who this is? Or do I need to do it?
I can't speak right now, so.
Who is it? Who's that dude?
This is your ex-boyfriend, Frank.
Come on. They did not drag the ex-boyfriend down there. Are you shitting me? That's cold. They took this one too far. They took this one a little bit too far. Hold up, his name's Frank? Her husband's name's Frank. Do you only date dudes named Frank? That's an oddly specific type.
And I hope this $100,000, if you win it, is worth this question.
There's no way it's worth it.
If I wanted to get back together with you, would you leave your husband?
Come on, bro. Are you kidding me?
You could avoid this right now by hitting the button, Frank. No?
The sister with the assist. Thank you. Thank you. They're booing. Bow. What the hell?
Monica, why did you hit the button?
I don't want to hear that answer. I don't think anyone will want to hear that answer.
Oh, what the hell? They're booing so hard. Boo this man.
Boo this man! Is that I will place the question, but I can't guarantee that that question is going to be any easier. Here's another question that your ex-boyfriend Frank will ask. It plays.
Do you believe I'm the man you should be married to?
Bro, what is the point of that button? That's essentially the same question. What is the point of that button? I can't. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. The button does nothing. It replaces the question with an equally awkward and uncomfortable question that's basically the same. Would you leave your husband, or do you think you should be married to me? I mean, oh my god, she's gonna say yes. I can't.
I want to be honest and say yes.
That answer is true.
Oh, Frank, is there anything you want to say at this point?
There's really nothing else I can really hear, so might as well just go for it.
Oh yeah, the two Franks are definitely meeting out back after this is over. Is this real right now? There's supposed to be 6 more of these. For f***'s sake, who would put themselves through this? Why? If not for the money. She says it's not for the money, it's for the money. I mean, why would the replacement question be any easier? This is for $100 grand, baby. They're gonna get the juice.
What else is there? You know what I mean? Just go for it. What else is there to tell me? What else is there to really tell me?
He makes a fair point. I mean, what worse stuff? Y'all are done. How much worse can this get? If I was her husband, I'd want to crawl in a little ball and die right now. This is crazy.
I will let you know that the questions I've already asked you, a couple of them, are way over my line.
Mine too.
This one's further than that. You probably know what's coming next.
So,
And you want it anyway.
See that's what I'm saying. She knows what's coming. Why would she do this? Why would she put that poor guy through this? Why would she bring her husband down there? Why? Ugh, this hurts.
Since you've been married, have you ever had sexual relations with someone other than your husband?
I'm going to have to say yes.
That answer is true.
Okay, she's in love with her exes. She's cheated on her husband. She thinks she should be married to him. She goes to clubs without her wedding ring on. Why are you married? Why are you here? I have so many questions for her.
Do you think you're a good person?
No, you are not a good person. If you say yes, the husband's like, no, she's not a good person. No.
Honestly, I think I am a good person.
So your answer is?
Yes.
Well, you're not. I hate to break it to you. You are not a good person. Because a good person would never be here and let their poor husband come down there. I'm sorry. They wouldn't.
That answer is False.
Are you kidding me? All that, and you lose on do you think you're a good person? She gets nothing now. She lost all the money. So she outed her dad, pissed off her mom, lost her marriage, and didn't win a cent. Can't make this stuff up, people, because you're not a good person. Easy. No shit. Well, that is the most uncomfortable I've ever been. I mean, my heart is like racing right now. My most uncomfortable moment from the Office episode has finally been overthrown. Are you happy moment of truth? That's the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen. So, since the show aired, I'm sure you're wanting to know, since the show aired, her and her husband did separate. How could they not? Surprise of the f***ing year right there. I figured they'd be just fine. But apparently she's happier without him, so... But what the hell? I still don't understand why you would do that. Why you would go on that show to break up with your husband. Hey, I may have turned my life upside down and not won a cent, but hey, I just wanted to get some stuff off my chest. I have to admit, the show is entertaining, but they took it way too far at times. This is one of them. Well, that, my friends, is the infamous episode from The Moment of Truth. Well, the time has come. Let's take a look at where The Moment of Truth ranks on our official cringe meter. On our official cringe meter, we have 1 being only slightly cringe and 5 being top tier cringe. This was an easy one for me, so let's take a look at our official score. We have a hard 5. This was the easiest vote of my life, and this is the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen. Let me know in the comments what score you think this deserves. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like because it really does help me out. And please subscribe to PJ Cole Productions. I'm going to be making a lot of great videos going forward. You're going to love them and you're not going to want to miss them. So please subscribe. And feel free to leave a comment if you ever have a suggestion for Cringe AF, Dumb AF, or anything else funny. Or if you want to follow me outside of YouTube, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at PJCole_YT. It'll be right here and in the description. With that being said, thanks again so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. I am PJ Cole, and I am out.
All night, you ain't call me. But it's okay, it's alright, I'm popping hobby. Can't do no right, dirty Sprite with that Charlie. I'm rolling good, I'm feeling nice, bitch, you can stop me. All night, you ain't call me.